So guys, I am going to read entire BTS Wikipedia. So let's get started. BTS, also known as the Bangtan Boys, is a 7-member South Korean boy band that began formation in 2010 and debuted in 2013. Under Big Hit Entertainment, the septet composed of Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, V and Jungkook co-writes and co-produces much of their own output. Originally a hip-hop group, their musical style has evolved to include a wide range of genres. Their lyrics often focused on proposal and social commentary, touch on the themes of mental health, troubles of social age youth and coming of age loss, the journey towards loving oneself and individualism. Their work features references to literature and psychological concepts and includes an alternative universe storyline. The group has released several albums and performed on several world tours. BTS for Dispatch in 2019. From left to right, Jin, RM, Jungkook, J-Hope, Suga, V and Jimin. Also known as background information guys. Also known as Bangtan Boys, 방탄소년단, Beyond the Scenes, Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Origin Seoul, South Korea. Genres K-pop, pop, hip-hop, R&B, EDM. Years active 2013 to present. Labels Big Hit, Pony Canyon, Def Jam Japan, Colombia. Associated acts Steve Aoki. Website bts.ibighit.com. Members Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, V, Jungkook. Hangul, Hanja. Korean name Hangul or Hanja. Transcriptions revised romanization Bangtan Makkune Reshor Bangtan. Japanese name Kanji or Hiragana. Look at this. Okay. Transcriptions revised Habam or Khunrei Sinki. Leave it. So let's get started the next paragraph here. After debuting in 2013 with their single album Too Cool for School, BTS released their first Korean language studio album Dark and Wild and Japanese language studio album Wake Up in 2014. The group's second Korean studio album Wings 2016 was their first to sell 1 million copies in South Korea. By 2020, BTS crossed into the global music market, leading the Korean wave into the United States and breaking numerous sales records. They become the first Korean group to receive a certification from the Recording Industry Association of America (RIAA) from their single mic drop, as well as the first Korean act to top the US Billboard 200 chart with their studio album Love Yourself Tier 2018. BTS also become the fastest group since the Beatles to earn 4 US number 1 albums, doing so in less than 2 years. Love Yourself Answer 2018 was the first Korean album certified platinum by the RIAA. In 2020, BTS became the first all South Korean act to reach number 1 on the Billboard Global 200 and US Billboard Hot 100 with their Grammy nominated single Dynamite and remix of Savage Love Lexed Siren Beat, and with the release of Life Goes On become the first group to have 2 number 1 debuts on the Hot 100, having sold over 20 million albums on the Gaon Music chart. BTS is the best selling artist in South Korean history and holds the best selling album in South Korea with Map of the Soul 7. They are the first and only Asian and non-English speaking act to be named the IFPI Global Recording Artist of the Year 2020 and to chart on Billboard's top touring artist of the 2010s, placing the number 45. During the Love Yourself World Tour, BTS became the first Asian and first non-English speaking act to headline and sell out Wembley Stadium and broke the record for the single highest grossing engagement Rose Bowl Stadium history, featured on Times International Next Generation Leaders. BTS has also appeared in the magazine's list in the 25 most influential people on the internet 2020 and the 100 most influential people in the world 2090. They were dubbed Princess of Pop Forbes Korea names BTS is the most influential celebrities of Korea in 2018 and 2020, and BTS ranked 43rd in the Forbes Celebrity 100 2019. As one of the world's top earning celebrities as of 2019, BTS is purportedly worth more than 4.65 billion US dollars to South Korea's economy each year, over 0.3% of the country's GDP. They attract 1 in every 13 foreign tourists that visited South Korea and were cited as one of the key acts in boosting global music sales to $19 billion in 2018. Throughout their career, BTS received numerous accolades for their work, including 6 American Music Awards (AMA), 5 Billboard Music Awards (BMA), and 24 Golden Disc Awards (GDA), and nominations for a Grammy Award and a Brit Award. Following the establishment of their Love Myself anti-violence campaign in partnership with UNICEF, BTS addressed the United Nations 73rd and 75th General Assemblies and become the youngest ever recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit from the President of South Korea due to their contributions in speaking Korean language. Guys, see my hands, they are goosebumps. We done the full para right here, and now the name and the other things that here. So let's get started, guys. Name. The group's name BTS stands for the Korean expression 방탄소년단, literally meaning Bulletproof Boy Scouts. According to member J-Hope, the name signifies the group's desire to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that aim to adolescents like bullets. In Japan, they are known as Borahae, which translates similarly 방탄소년단. In July 2017, BTS announced that their name would also stand for Beyond the Sense as part of their new brand identity. This extended their name to mean growth. Your BTS, who is going beyond the realities they are facing and going forward. Career 2010-2014 formation and early years. BTS in 2010 performing at the Incheon Music Center. BTS began its formation in 2010 after Big Hit Entertainment CEO Bang Si-hyuk met with group leader RM and was impressed with his rapping. BTS was originally supposed to be a hip-hop group similar to YG Entertainment's YTYM, but between their initial formation and their debut, Bang Si-hyuk decided that the contemporary youth needed instead a hero who can lead them, a shoulder to lean on. Even without speaking a single word, the group was meant to debut in 2011 and featured on several tracks by artists such as 2AM and Lee Seung-gi before their debut was postponed and the group was reorganized into a more traditional idol group. The lineup was then finalized with Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. In 2012, 6 months prior to their debut, they began to gain attention for their presence on various social media websites as well as soon covers on YouTube and SoundCloud. Suga said, "We started to tell the story that people wanted to hear and were ready to hear, stories that other people could not or would not tell. We said what other people were feeling, like pain, anxieties and worries. That was our goal, to create this empathy that people can relate to." On June 12, 2013, BTS released their debut single album Too Cool for School, the first installment in their school trilogy series, simultaneously with its lead single No More Dream, which peaked at the number 124 in Korean before quickly falling off the charts, while the album peaked the number 5 in South Korea and eventually sold over 145,000 copies. It was not a major hit, selling only 24,000 copies in 2013. Their subsequent single We Are Bulletproof Part 2 failed to chart. In Too Cool for School, BTS employed on an old school hip-hop sound with scratches from the 1980s, 90s and excessively fierce visuals. BTS have stated that from their inception they were convinced that telling their story was the only way for the younger generation to relate to their music. The lyrics of the album primarily reflected on the misunderstanding and prejudice towards them, criticism of the society, and that diminishes their dreams and their anxiety and determination towards their future. During the production of the album, Suga and RM rewrote the lyrics of No More Dream more than 20 times, guys, 20 times. Army. The single album's release was followed by several appearances on Korean music shows. Despite being unpolished, critics say this early live performance demonstrated BTS potential with their instance and charismatic stage presence. Expanding their endeavors to Japan, No More Dream was later re-recorded in Japanese and released in June 2014. In September 2013, BTS released the second part of their school trilogy, the extended play O Rule 8 2. Along with its single No, which peaked at the number 92 in Korea, the EP peaked at the number 4 in Korea and has sold over 160,000 copies to date, including 34,000 copies in its release year. Musically, BTS did not fundamentally change their sound as compared with Too Cool for School, utilizing fiery rapping along with trap beats, brass and soulful melodies. Lyrically, the EP expanded on the theme of dreams and happiness, revealing their frustration under the harsh Korean education system and their determination to confront the struggle of proving themselves. Despite several performances on Korean music show, the single quickly fell off the charts. Like everywhere, guys, in the world, every country, everywhere, the education system is worst. 100% I am saying this. It's my bias that education system is worst, and BTS also biased this by their single, by their album and No More Dream, that and the song No. Yes, that some month BTS started in their own variety show SBS MTV's Rookie King channel Bang 10, based on a fake broadcast station channel Bang 10, through which members parodied variety shows such as VJ Special Forces and MasterChef Korea. At the end of the year, BTS was recognized with several new Artists of the Year awards, including the 5th Melon Music Awards, MMA, and 28th Global Disc Awards, and the 23rd Seoul Music Awards. 2014-2015 moderate success and first concert tour. Guys, is the time that BTS got his first concert. So, exterior of the nightclub Troubadour, photo taken 2006, where BTS held their first concert in the United States for free, guys. This is the place. The last act of their school trilogy, the EP School Love Affair, was released in January 2014 and topped the Gaon album chart, selling 100,000 copies in 2014 and over 250,000 copies overall. It also marked BTS' first appearance on Billboard's album was supported by the Billboard's World Album Chart, peaking the number 3. The album was supported by the singles Boy in Love, Korean, and Just One Day, which peaked the number 45 and number 149 in Korea respectively. While School Love Affair musically retained much of their hip-hop influence with the incorporation of R&B and hard rock, the album coincided with a thematic shift from dreams and happiness to love, focusing on school age and youthful love. Following School Love Affair's release, BTS made several appearances in Korean music show and held their first fan meeting that March with an audience of 3,000 fans in Seoul. July, BTS held their first concert in the United States in West Hollywood for free to an audience of 200 fans. Only 200, guys. Listen it. Remember, in August, the group also made their first appearance at K-Con in Los Angeles. In August 2014, BTS released their first Korean studio album Dark and Wild, which peaked the number 2 in Korea and sold over 200,000 copies total. It was supported by two singles, Danger and War of Hormone, which peaked the number 58 and number 173 in Korea respectively. The album served as a narrative extension of the school trilogy and the transition into their next series. Musically, the album fused the grungy electric guitar sounds of rock within the framework of hip-hop and continued to expand their sound towards R&B. The central theme of the album's lyrics focused on expression and the sentiments of maturing youthful desires and impatience for romance. During production of the album, BTS recorded their single Danger in the makeshift studio in a garage in Los Angeles. Following several appearances of Korean music shows, BTS embarked on their first concert tour 2040 BTS Live Trilogy Episode 2, The Red Bullet, from October to December, held in various halls and theaters in 6 cities: Seoul, Kobe, Tokyo, Manila, Singapore and Bangkok. Their first Japanese studio album Wake Up 2014, released that December, peaked at number 3 on the weekly Oricon album chart and sold 28,000 copies. Along with re-recorded Japanese versions of older songs, it also contained the original tracks Wake Up and The Stars. In support of the album, BTS held their first Japan tour 2015, Wake Up Open Your Eyes, in February tour to an audience of 25,000 fans in 4 cities. After ending their Japan tour, BTS held their second solo concert in Korea, BTS Live Trilogy Episode I. BTS began in March to a crowd of 6,500 fans 2015-2016, mainstream breakthrough and commercial success, shifting their sound and image from solely aggressive masculine hip-hop to more diverse styles. BTS wanted to express the beauty of anxiousness of youth and settled on the title of loosely interpreted of Define Youth as the most beautiful moment in life. You also can say HYYH. Their third episode, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1, March 2015, explored the growth and emotional agony of youth as well as its playful and uplifting side. Fuse included it as the only Korean album of their list of the 27 best albums of 2015 so far. The EP has sold over 415,000 copies to date. Its lead single I Need You was BTS' first top 5 hit in Korea and garnered BTS' first ever music show win on SBS MTV's The Show, which its second single Dope only peaked the number 44 in Korea. It peaked at number 3 on Billboard's World Digital Songs chart and became their first music video to accrue over 100 million views on YouTube in October. The group began the world tour extension of their Red Bullet tour in June, titled 2015 Live Trilogy Episode 2. The Red Bullet visiting cities throughout Asia, Oceania, North America, and Latin America. Their fourth Japanese single, For You, was released on June 17 to celebrate the first anniversary of their Japanese debut and topped Oricon's daily chart, selling over 42,000 copies within its first day. BTS later performed at Japan's Summer Sonic Festival on August 15 and 16. In November, BTS commenced their third concert tour, 2015 BTS Live, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life on stage, debuting their new song and the lead single from their fourth EP, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2, Run. During the Seoul dates, thematically, the EP focused more on the series and speculative aspects of youth, touching on the pursuit of success, loneliness, affection of their origins, and the suffering of the younger generation due to unfavorable conditions of current society. Critically, it was praised as the successful merging of the style of The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 with BTS' initial identity. The album topped the weekly Gaon album and Billboard World Albums charts, and BTS became the first K-pop act to remain atop or the latter of multiple weeks. It also marked their first appearance of the Billboard 200 chart, peaked at number 1 with over 500 copies. BTS were awarded Best World Performance at the 17th Eminent Asian Music Awards in recognition of their international fan base. BTS performing at Cocoon, France in Paris on June 2016. For their first Korean compilation album and the finale of their youth series, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever, was released in May 2016. It included 3 new singles: the top 40 hit Applause, Young Forever, the top 10 hit Fire, and the top 20 hit Save Me. The album topped Gaon weekly charts in Korea for 2 consecutive weeks and peaked at number 207 on the US Billboard 200. The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever later won BTS' first major Korean award for Album of the Year at the 8th Melon Music Awards. BTS embarked on their Asia tour extension 2016 BTS Live, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life on stage, Applause, from May to August, visiting 10 cities and performing to 144,000 fans during their tour. BTS held a landmark 2-day concert at the Olympic Gymnastic Arena in Seoul in May and performed as first-time headliners at both US Cocoon shows held that year in New York, June, and New York, is spelling mistake, New York, June, and Los Angeles, July, to sold out audiences. In line with their other successes, they become the first K-pop group to receive their own Twitter emoji in May 2016. BTS win their first major Korean award for Album of the Year at the 8th Melon Music Awards on November 19, 2016. In September 2016, BTS released their second Japanese studio album, Youth. It sold over 444,000 copies on its first day of release and peaked at number 1 in Japan. Pre-orders for their second Korean studio album, Swing, released in October 2016, accumulated over 500,000 copies within the first week. Wings combined the themes of youth presented in their previous youth series, The Temptation and Advertisery, and for the first time as a major group effort, included 7 solo tracks that demonstrated each member's potential and individuality as independent musicians. The album was generally well received by critics, with Rolling Stone naming it one of the most conceptually and sonically ambitious pop albums of 2016, while Fuse praised the vulnerable and honest song material and diverse tracks. The lead single, Blood, Sweat and Tears, achieved a music chart All Kill in South Korea and became their first number 1 hit on the weekly Gaon digital chart. Its music video gained over 6 million views within 24 hours, breaking the previous record held on YouTube for the highest number of views of a K-pop group music video within 24 hours. Wings opened at number 26 on the US Billboard 200, the highest chart ranking over for a K-pop album, and BTS became the first Korean group to top the Billboard Social 50 charts that month. It was their first million-seller album, moving over 1.5 million copies in South Korea that year, and become the best-selling album in Gaon album chart history at the time. BTS were the first artists from not from a big three entertainment company SM, YG, and JYP to win Artist of the Year at the 18th Asian Music Awards in December 2017. International expansion and collaborations, guys. In February 2017, BTS released the repackaged edition of Wings 2016 entitled the You Never Walk Alone. Pre-orders of the repackage reached over 700,000 copies, breaking the record of the most albums sold in a month. The repackaged L included an additional 4 tracks that offered consolation and encouragement to its listeners. Its lead single Spring Day met critical praise as an intelligent, compelling, and elegantly restrained study of loss and longing that deliberately avoids kitsch, pomp, and drama by digital embodying nostalgia and sorrow. It opened a new chapter in BTS aesthetics and lyricism and attracted fans across genetically boundaries. Upon release, Spring Day topped 8 of the major South Korean online music charts, as well as gone and crashed Melon's digital chart due to the high influx of user traffic. It also entered the US Billboard's bubbling under Hot 100 singles chart at number 15 with zero promotions, guys, remember it. As evidence of its staying power, Spring Day is the longest charting song in Melon to date. Spring Day later won Best Song of the Year in the 9th Music Awards. BTS has their press conference in Seoul, South Korea, after winning the Social Artist at 24th Billboard Music Awards on 29th May 2017. In conjunction with the release of You Never Walk Alone, BTS commenced their second world tour 2017 BTS Live Trilogy Episode 3, the Wings Tour from album for February to December. The tour visited 20 countries including Brazil, Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, and the United States, and gathered 550,000 fans. On the tour, BTS began to play progressively larger venues, moving from halls into arenas and domes. Tickets for the North American leg sold out within minutes, and 2 additional shows were added due to high demand, making BTS the first K-pop act to sell out arenas in the United States. After completing their North American leg, BTS attended the 24 Billboard Music Awards in the May and won the Top Social Artist, becoming the first Korean group awarded a Billboard Music Awards. Celebrating Korean music icon Seo Taiji 25th anniversary, as a part of his anniversary project Time Traveler, BTS released a remake of Seo Taiji's 1995 classic Come Back Home in July 2017, reworking the sound and lyrics to similar sentiments over the societal change that Seo Taiji argued for in his song. BTS was later invited by Seo Taiji to perform as backup vocalist and dancers for eight songs in his Seoul Olympic Stadium concert held early September. During the concert, Seo Taiji acknowledged BTS thematic similarities to his music and recognized the group as his musical successors, declaring, "This is your generation now, show them." This is the motivation for BTS. My goosebumps, you can see. Following the depiction of growth and temptation in Wings 27 and consolation in You Never Walked Alone 2017, BTS embarked on their Love Yourself series, which sought the enlightenment of self-love through the narrative sequence of beginning, development, turn, and conclusion. In September 2017, BTS released the first part of the series, their 5th EP, Love Yourself, Her, and featured music from the Chainsmokers. Andrew tagged for the track Best of Me. The EP was supported by 2 singles, and the lead single DNA and Steve Aoki remix of their song Mic Drop featuring American rapper Designer. In the narrative sentence, the EP represented the odd development of the series and is considered by RM to be one of the major turning points in BTS career. Within the larger narrative, Love Yourself Her describes the joy and happiness of falling in love. Sonically, the episode served as a dual exploration of the group's electropop and hip-hop leanings, with the first half consist of dance tracks and emphasize the group's vocals, while the second half the act's hip-hop side arrives in earnest, delivering powerful rap performance. BTS at the 45th American Music Awards shortly before making their debut performance on US television on November 19, 2017. Commercially, BTS continued to hit new career heights with the Love Yourself, her EP, debuting at number 7 on the Billboard 200 with 31,000 album equivalent units in Korea. The EP sold over 1.2 million copies on the Gaon album chart in its first month, achieving the highest monthly album sales in the chart's history and the highest on any Korean chart in 16 years. Second to God's album 4 album in 2001, the single DNA was released simultaneously with the EP and debuted at number 2 in Korea. Its music video broke the previous record for most viewed K-pop group music video within the 24 hours with more than 20 million views on YouTube. DNA also became the group's first entry on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 85, making BTS the first K-pop boy band to do so and the second Korean act with a Korean language song. The following week, DNA rose to number 67 and became the highest charting song on the Billboard Hot 100 for a K-pop group, beating Wonder Girls' previous record at number 76. The following single, Mic Drop Remix, peaked at number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the first top 40 entry for a K-pop group on the chart. Both Mic Drop Remix and DNA were later certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America (RIAA), making BTS the first and only Korean artist to receive two certificates. Mic Drop went to the receive platinum certificate in November 2018, making BTS the first Korean group with a platinum certified single in the United States. In December 2020, DNA Mic Drop were released as a triple A side single in Japan with the new song Crystal, which topped the Oricon chart and became the highest selling single from a K-pop artist within a week. The single sold more than 380,000 copies by the end of the year, and BTS became the only foreign artist to have a single certified double platinum by the RIAA that year. In November 2017, BTS became the first K-pop group to perform at the American Music Awards, raising their profile internationally. That same month, Guinness World Record revealed that BTS had earned a spot in their 20th edition for having the world's most Twitter engagements for a music group. In December, they also became the first K-pop group to perform on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve to be welcomed of the new year, and made their Japanese TV music show debut on TVRC's Japan music station Super Live. At the end of the year, BTS won their second Artist of the Year at the 90th Asian Music Awards, becoming the first act to win the award 2 years in a row. They also become the first artists outside of the big three to win major awards at the Golden Disc Awards and the Seoul Music Awards respectively. 2018 worldwide recognition. In the lead up to their next album, BTS released an original 8th episode documentary series exclusively on YouTube Premium entitled Burn the State, that ran from March until May 2018, offering a behind-the-scenes look at the group's 27 Wings tour. In April, the group also released their third Japanese album, Face Yourself, which debuted at number 2043 on the Billboard 200 as the third highest charting Japanese album in the history of the chart. In conjunction with the release of Face Yourself, the group released the 9-minute short film titled Euphoria, themed of Love Yourself Wonder, which featured the song Euphoria and embodied the beginning of the narrative sequence. BTS their first press conference for Love Yourself Tear on May 24, 2018. In May 2018, BTS released their third Korean language studio album Love Yourself Dear in conjunction with an appearance at the 25th Billboard Music Award. At the show, BTS debuted a performance with the premiere of their lead single Fake Love and won Top Social Artist, making them the only Korean artist to win the award 2 years in a row. In the narrative sequence, the album concept with the something in Korean and or turn of the series touching on the tortoise enlightenment of loving without being loved by encouragement to those without dreams. It received generally positive reviews from critics. Kathleen Kelly from Billboard described the album as one of the most thematically and cohesive yet sonically varied albums, with maximalist production erupting against lyrics about emptiness, while Sheldon Pearce of Pitchfork wrote that the album formula is a slick, loosely thematic album about love and loss, with a stronger focus on rapping than even before, and that it aims for caution and produces fun prismatic songs in the process. Commercially, "Love Yourself" Tear was one of BTS' most successful albums, bringing them to new heights both domestically and internationally. The album debuted at number one on the US Billboard 200 with 135,000 album equivalent units, including 100,000 pure album sales, becoming BTS' highest charting and first number one album in the US, the first K-pop album to top the US album chart, and the highest charting album by an Asian act. "Love Yourself" Tear also became BTS' first top 10 hit in the United Kingdom, reaching number 8 on the UK album chart. Their single "Fake Love" became their first top 10 hit at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the 17th non-English song to reach the top 10 and the first by a Korean group. "Fake Love" later become their third single to attain gold certified by the RIA that August. In South Korea, "Love Yourself" Tear sold over 1.6 million copies in its first 2 weeks, making it the highest monthly sales for an album since the Gone chart's inception at that time. As the conclusion of the "Love Yourself" series, BTS released their second Korean compilation album, "Love Yourself Answer" in August 2018, which contained songs from the previous "Love Yourself" release along with 7 additional new tracks. The album was supported by the lead single "Idol" and the alternative digital release featuring Nicki Minaj. The thematically, "Love Yourself Answered" placed the songs of the "Love Yourself" series within the narrative of beginning, development, turn, and conclusion of illustrate the excitement of love, the pains of farewell, and the enlightenment of self-love. Critically, the album received generally positive reviews, with Billboard calling it a masterful culmination of years of work and rife with meaning, and undeniably a magnum opus for BTS that the few other artists, boy bands or otherwise, even ever can hope to achieve. Commercially, the record sold over 1.9 million copies on the Gone album chart in August 2018, breaking the chart's all-time monthly record. Once again, the album became BTS' second number one album on the US Billboard 200 and their highest sales week in the country at that time, making BTS the only K-pop act with 2 Billboard 200 toppers and the first pop act with 2 number one albums in less than a year, since One Direction topped the chart with My Midnight Memories in 2013 and 4 in 2014. "Love Yourself Answer" later became the first Korean language album to be certified gold by the RIAA in November. In Canada, "Love Yourself Answer" became the group's first number one chart on the Canadian album chart. In the United States, Idol peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. The single "Idol" also reached number 5 on the Canadian single chart, marking BTS' first top 10 hit in Canada. The music video for "Idol" received over 45 million views in its first 24 hours on YouTube, breaking the record previously set by Taylor Swift and with "Look What You Made Me Do." Idol and "Love Yourself Answer" later received platinum certifications, both selling more than 1 million certified units in the United States. Idol became the group's third platinum single, while Answer became the group's first platinum album, making BTS the first Korean artist to attain this certification in the US. New York City filled the venue for BTS' first stadium concert in the United States, sold out in 20 minutes. BTS performed and the tickets sold out in only 20 minutes. In conjunction with "Love Yourself Answers" released in August 2018, BTS commenced their third world tour, BTS World Tour "Love Yourself", with a landmark concert in the Seoul Olympic Stadium, the largest stadium in South Korea. During their tour, BTS also featured on Stioki's single "Waste It On Me", released that October, which was their first and only all-English language feature on tour. BTS continued to play to progressively larger venues, from arenas to domes to stadiums. For the final stop of the North American leg, the group performed at Citi Field in Queens, marking the first time a Korean act has performed at the US stadium. All 40,000 tickets for the stadium date sold out in under 20 minutes. According to StubHub, BTS was the one of the 20 best-selling concerts in international market outside the US, secondly to only Ed Sheeran. Vivid Seats named BTS the 2018 Artist of the Year, citing the group's history-making concert at Citi Field. The tour also received generally positive reviews from critics. Philip Corser from Approx described BTS 4 nights at the Staples Center as an enormous multi-sensory experience, bringing an inclusive and multicultural experience where music is above any language barrier. While Crystal Bell from MTV said BTS has created an experience so captivating, so inclusive, and so visually stunning that it's cemented the boy band as one of the most vital acts in pop music today. That October, BTS, more than a year remaining in their contract, BTS renewed their contract with Big Hit Entertainment through 2026. So that's clear, guys. 2026 BTS with us. In early November 2018, a popular Japanese music show cancelled BTS performance, citing a T-shirt a member wore the year before. In the same month, the Japanese human rights organization Simon Wilson Center SWC stated BTS owned victims' apology to the shirt in 2017. Clothing with Nazi symbolized and the flag. Big Hit issued an apology saying that the images on the clothing were not intended to be hurtful to the victims of Nazism or atomic bombings, and that the group and management would take steps to prevent future mistakes. They also stated the flag were meant to be a commentary on the Korean school system. The apology was accepted by the SVC and the South Korean Atomic Bomb Victim Association. Crossing over to film, BTS released Burn the Stage, the movie, in theaters worldwide in November 2018. The commercial success in the United States is it accumulated $1.2 million on opening day for a total of $3.54 million over the 3-day weekend, breaking the record of the highest grossing event in cinema musical production, which was previously set by 2014 by the band One Direction. BTS breaking every record of One Direction made in the history past. It ranked at number 10 in the box office despite selling at only 620 locations compared to the 4,000 locations for the other top 10 sellers. At the end of the year, BTS win their third Artist of the Year at the 20th Eminent Asian Music Awards in a row and ranked number 8 on Billboard's year and top artist chart alongside with the likes of Drake and Taylor Swift, and were also the number 2 act of the year in the duo group ranking, only behind Imagine Dragons. They also made the Boomerang 50 due to their willingness to address social issues, mental health, and politics. Despite being a genre often painted as bubblegum pop, the group sold more than 10 million albums in South Korea alone, with 5 million being sold in 2018 alone. So guys, let's jump to the 2019 and started right now. 2019 Map of the Soul, Persona, Stadium, World Tour, and BTS World. In February 2019, BTS attended the 61st Grammy Awards as award presentators. It was their first time attending the event following an appearance by the group of the La Grammy Museum in 2018. In April, BTS became the first Asian act to surpass 5 billion streams on Spotify, and Time named them as one of the Time's 100 most influential people of 2019. Their 6th EP episode, Map of the Soul, Persona, was released on April 12th with the lead single Boy With Love featuring American singer Halsey. The EP's release was followed by a performance on Saturday Night Live as the first Korean act to do so. The group's appearance was anticipated as one of the biggest in the show's history. Commercially, BTS reached the new career heights. Map of the Soul, Persona became the first Korean language album to reach the number 1 position in both the UK and Australia, and the group's third consecutive album to the Billboard 200 at the third within 11 months, joining the likes of the Beatles. Who achieved the same in 1995-96. BTS are also the fastest group to get 3 number 1 albums since the Monkees. In 1967, the episode became the best-selling cycle album in the US for the year of 2019 with physical album in the US for the year of 2019 with 312,000 physical sales. Map the Soul Persona later became the best-selling album ever in South Korea with more than 3.2 million sales in less than a month. Prior to BTS, the best-selling were dominated by the late 1990s album, making BTS the only act formed after 2000 to be featured in the top 10 best-selling list. Boy With Love debuted at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, the highest in history for a Korean group, and its music video became the most viewed online video within the first 24 hours of 2019, accumulating more than 74.6 million views. Boy With Love was certified in multiple countries, including Australia, where it was certified gold for selling 35,000 units, and the USA, the RIA certified platinum for selling over 1 million units. Boy With Love was also certified silver by the BPI for selling over 200,000 units, making it the first single to attend this certification in the UK. Map of the Soul Persona also attained silver in the UK and gold in France, selling over 60,000 and 50,000 units respectively. BTS performing at Pasadena, California's Rose Bowl in front of 60,000 fans. Look at this, guys. So following their 2 wins in the 26th Billboard Music Awards in May, including for top duo group, BTS embarked on their world tour stadium extension Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, with dates in multiple stadium venues including Wembley Stadium, Stade de France, MetLife Stadium, Rose Bowl and Soldier Field. With this they become the first Asian and first non-English speaking artist ever to headline and sail the Wembley Stadium. Their concert at Rose Bowl have broken the record for highest grossing single engagement in the venue's box score history, surpassing Taylor Swift's and U2's previous date. Their all dates sold out within 2 hours, with the second dates for all venues added due to the high demand during the tour. BTS performed the late show with Stephen Colbert and kicked off Good Morning America's summer concert series as headlines at Central Park in Manhattan. They also performed on the finale episode of The Voice and one of the semi-finals of Britain's Got Talent. In the lead up to the release of their new mobile game, BTS was set for the June 2019. BTS released the 3 collaboration singles: Dream Glow featuring English singer Charlie XCS, A Brand New Day, new Swedish singer Zara Larsson, and All Night featuring American rapper Juice WRLD. The group also released the song Heartbeat with a music video from the game's official soundtrack titled BTS World Original Soundtrack. BTS. The soundtrack was later certified double platinum by Gaon on August 8 for surpassing 500,000 copies sold. The first soundtrack album to receive the certifications in Gaon implemented it last year. Developed by South Korean company Netmarble, the game was released on June 6, 2026 to iOS and Android systems in over 175 countries. BTS released their 10th Japanese single Lights on July 3. Pre-orders for the double A-side single surpassed 1 million copies, breaking a 24-year-old record for foreign artists previously held by the Celine Dion with her 1995 single To Love You More, and marked the first time a Korean artist achieved a million shipment for a single in Japan. Lights went on to sell over 1 million copies and received million certification by the RIAJ on August 8. The first time a male act achieved this since Masafumi Akikawa's August 2007 single 1000 wins. It is BTS' first million certification in Japan since their debut. Love Yourself Her and Love Yourself Tear both crossed 2 million copies in August, and Love Yourself Tear was awarded double million certification by Gaon, and it is BTS' second album to do so following Love Yourself Answer certification in October 2018. All 3 albums for the Love Yourself series have sold more than 2 million copies each in South Korea. Love Yourself Tear later attained silver in the UK, becoming their 3rd album to be attain this certification following Love Yourself Answer and Map of the Soul Persona. In October, BTS performed at King Fahd International Stadium in Riyadh, becoming the first foreign act in perform a solo concert in Saudi Arabia. For the final stop of their record-breaking Love Yourself, Speak Yourself world tour, the group held a run of 3 sold-out nights in Seoul's Olympic Stadium to close this chapter of their story. According to Billboard's year-end box score charts, the group grossed over $196 million and played to more than 1.6 million people across 42 shows in the chart period, ranking from November 8, 2018 to October 31st, 2019, and ranked third overall on this year and the top 40 tours chart behind Ed Sheeran and Pink. The group outgrossed legacy rock acts in like the Rolling Stone, Metallica, and Kiss, as well as fellow boy band the Backstreet Boys, making them the top grossing tourist group of 2019. That same month, the group released a remix version of the song Make It Right, featuring American singer Love as the second single from their album Map the Soul Persona. In November, BTS became the first group K-pop to win the favorite duo single pop rock at the 2019 American Sing Music Awards and the favorite social artist award consequently in 2018 and 2019. In December, they attended both the 2019 Melon Music Awards and 2019 Asian Music Awards. The group became the first artist in the history of K-pop to receive all grand prizes from both ceremonies, getting 4 from each award. So at the end of the year, BTS ranked number 15 the Billboard's year-end top chart artist chart and were also the number 2 act of the year and the duo group ranking, also behind Jonas Brothers. They were named as 2019 Hitmakers Group of the Year by Variety. They were also the most tweeted about musicians of 2019. On December 31st, 2019, BTS performed in New York City's Times Square for ABC's Dick Clark's New York's Rockin' Eve at the 34th Golden Disc Award. BTS became the first artist in history to win grand prizes in both the physical and digital categories in a single year. Map of the Soul Persona was named the second best-selling physical album of 2020 in the US by Nielsen Music, only behind Taylor Swift's Lover and it was ranked 6th overall of the chart of the 10 albums total sales in the US. BTS wrapped 2019 as the 4th most successful group of Billboard's top Billboard 200 art duo group rankings, only behind Queen, Imagine Dragons, and the Beat, with strong global sales of 2.5 million pro album units. Map the Soul Persona was named as the 3rd best-selling album of 2019 by the International Federation of the Photographic Industry, making BTS the first Korean artist to be listed on the global top 10 album chart for 2 consecutive years. Map the Soul Persona was also the second best-selling global album by a band, only behind Arassi's 5 into 20. All the best 1999-2090 attribution to the album's critical and commercial success worldwide. The IFPI named BTS as one of the best-selling artists of 2019 for a second consecutive year, making them the first non-English speaking act to achieve this. 2020 Map the Soul 7 Dynamite and B. 2020 Map the Soul 7 Dynamite and B. In January 2020, BTS released Black Swan along with a choreography art film performed by Slovenian-based M dance company as the first single from their 4th Korean language studio album. Map the Soul 7 album distributor Dreamers reported that stock pre-order of the album reached a record breaking 4.02 million, breaking the previous record of 2.60 million held by the Map the Soul Persona. Black Swan debuted at the number 57 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 46 on the UK official single chart. Later that month, BTS performed alongside Lil Nas X, Billy Ray Cyrus, Diplo, and Nas at the 62 annual Grammy Awards, making BTS the first Korean act to perform at the Grammys. Map the Soul 7 was released on February 21 to universal acclaim. The album was supported by the lead single on and an alternative digital release featuring Australian singer Sia. According to Gaon chart, Map the Soul 7 sold over 4.1 million copies in June, just 9 days after its release, surpassing the record held by their previous album Map the Soul Persona to become the best-selling album in South Korea history and the first album to be certified quadruple million. The album so debuted atop the US Billboard 200 with the first week total of 422,000 album equivalent units, making BTS the fastest group to earn 4 number 1 albums since the Beatles in 1968. The album marked the biggest Billboard 200 debut in 2020 until The Weeknd's After Hours was released on March 20. The album debuted at number 1 in countries such as Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the US, making BTS the first Asian group to top the charts in the world's 5 largest music markets. The lead single on debuted at number 4 on the Billboard's Hot 100 with 86,000 downloads, becoming BTS' first top 5 and their biggest sales week for a song. It was the group's 3rd top 10 and highest charting single on the chart, giving them more top 10 entries than any other Korean act on the Hot 100. In support of the Map the Soul album series, BTS were set to embark of their 4th worldwide concert tour and 2nd stadium tour. Map the Soul Seoul tour beginning in April. However, the initial Seoul dates were cancelled due to COVID-19 pandemic, and the rest of the world tour was eventually postponed. In March, Big Hit Entertainment launched the video series Learn Korean with BTS on the social media app Weverse, intended to make it easy and fun for global fans who have difficulty enjoying BTS music and concert due to the language barrier. The idea of the project emerged in reaction to fans asking for English subtitles for BTS videos. The series consists of 33-minute lessons on Korean expression and grammar using footage from existing BTS content on YouTube and VLive such as Run BTS and Bangtan Bomb. The videos were developed in collaboration with experts at the Korean Language Content Institute and Hankook University of Foreign Studies. In April, BTS became the first South Korean artist to sell more than 20 million album, becoming the best-selling artist in South Korean history. That month, BTS held a 2-day online streaming concert event titled Bang Bang Con. Where the group shared footage of the past concerts on their YouTube channel. The virtual concert series, which lasted 24 hours, was hosted in response to Map the Soul tour that had been postponed earlier in the year and was a commercial success. RM later confirmed that a new album had begun production but did not reveal a release date. On June 7, BTS held YouTube's Dear Class of 2020 online graduation event performing Boy With Love, Spring Day and Microcosmos. Their commencement speeches highlighted their own graduations and offered message of J-Hope and inspirations of the class of 2020 in both Korean and English. On June 14, BTS held a 100-minute long online live concert Bang Bang Con and live as a part of their 7th debut anniversary. The concert was the first collaboration effort between Big Hit and Kisui, live streaming solution company in the US. It garnered 756,000 concurrent viewers in 107 countries and territories, setting the record for the largest audience for a paid virtual concert. On June 90, BTS released the Japanese single Stay Gold for their 4th Japanese studio Map the Soul 7 The Journey, which was released in Japan and digitally worldwide on July 14. The album debuted atop Japan's Oricon chart and sold over 500,000 copies in its first 2 days. It surpassed 564,000 copies in its first week, breaking the 10-year record previously held by TVXQ's for Best Selection 2010 for highest first week album sales by a male foreign artist in Japan, and making it the fastest and best selling album of 2020 in the country at the time. BTS released their first English language single Dynamite on August 21. Its music video broke the YouTube and record for the most viewed premiere, more than 3 million viewers, and set a new record for the most viewed video in the first 24 hours to release. It also became the first music video on the platform to surpass 100 million views in less than 1 day. Yeah. Dynamite debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart with over 260,000 pure sales, enough for it to become the fastest selling single since Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do 2017, earning BTS their first chart topper and making them the first all South Korean act, second Asian act overall to earn a number 1 single in the United States. It remained at the top spot for a second consecutive week, dropped to number 2 in its third and fourth weeks, and reclaimed the top spot in its 5th week on the chart. In its 5th tracking week, the single also reached number 1 on Billboard's new Global 200, the global excluding US chart, becoming the first single to top both simultaneously in in its 6th tracking week. Dynamite spent its 6th consecutive week at number 1 on the digital song sales chart and rose to the 39th spot on the radio songs chart, becoming their first top 40 entry on US overall radio chart. It continued rising and picked the number 20, becoming their first top 20 entry on the radio songs chart. It peaked at number 9 on the US mainstream top 40, also known as the pop songs chart, becoming their first top 10 entry at the highest charting entry by a Korean act. The single debuted at number 3 on the UK singles chart and number 2 on the Australian singles chart, becoming their highest charting single in both countries. The Single peaked at number 8 on Canada's top 40 radio chart, becoming the first top 10 radio entry by Korean group. On August 31st, BTS made their MTV Video Music Awards debut with the first live performance on Dynamite and won 4 awards: Best Group, Best Choreography, Best Pop Video, Best K-pop, and last three for their music video for On. They performed Dynamite and older tracks such as Idol, Home, Microcosmos, and Black Swan on the Tonight Show for their week-long residency. During the week of the September 28 on October 18, they performed the single at the 2020 Billboard Music Awards and won the Top Social Artist Award, becoming their 4th consecutive year of winning the award. On October 2, BTS released a remix of Joss 685 and Jason Derulo single Savage Love like Siren Beat. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart, making the group's second number 1 entry in the United States. Dynamite remained at number 2, making BTS the 4th group after the Beatles, Bee Gees, and Outkast to simultaneously occupy the top 2 spots on the Hot 100. The single also topped the Billboard Global 200, becoming their second number 1 entry and making BTS the first artist to have multiple songs top Billboard's recently created global single chart. On October 10 and 11, BTS hosted a 2-day virtual pay-per-view concert at KSPO Dome in Seoul called Map of the Soul 1, which broke their own world record for most viewers for a paid virtual concert live stream with 993,000 viewers from 191 countries as compared to their previous record of 756,000 viewers. They released their 214th album School Love Affair in October, debuting in the top 10 of Billboard's rap album chart and becoming their first entry on the genre-specific chart, with all 11 tracks charting on the World Song Sales chart. On November 20, 2020, BTS' 5th Korean studio album B was released with Life Goes On, its lead single. The single had its debut performance at the 2020 American Music Awards on November 2022. On November 24, BTS became the first Korean pop artist to win recognized by the Recording Academy when Dynamite received a nomination for Best Pop Duo Group Performance at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. On November 30, 2020, on November 30, 2020, Life Goes On debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. With this, BTS achieved their 3rd consecutive number 1 on the Hot 100 in just 3 months, the fastest and any band since the Beatles in 1964 to do so, and become the first group in the chart history to have 2 number 1 debuts as well as 7 songs appearing simultaneously on the chart. Life Goes On became the first song performed primarily in Korean to debut in top spot. 2021 present, BTS and the Best and Butter. Yes guys, Butter is also here. On March 4, 2021, the IFPI named BTS its Global Recording Artist of the Year for 2020. They are the first non-English and Asian actor to top the ranking. BTS occupied three spots in the global album sales chart on 2020, with Map of the Soul 7 coming at number 1, B Deluxe Edition at number 2, and Map of the Soul 7 The Journey at number 8 in the newly launched global album all format chart. Map of the Soul 7 claimed the first position while B Deluxe Edition claimed the 4th position. BTS also made their first entry in the global digital single chart on 2020 with Dynamite at number 10. On March 14, BTS performed their song Dynamite at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards, becoming the first Korean nominee to have their own Grammy performance. That's lit, guys. That's lit. It was also their 3rd appearance at the Grammys. The group's 6th compilation album BTS The Best is scheduled for release on June 16, 2021. On March 24, BTS appeared on Yukuj on the Block, a South Korean variety show program where they broke the show's rating records for viewership. Literally they broke, guys. On April 1, BTS released Film Out, their lead single for their upcoming compilation album. On April 17, almost 1 year after last year's compilation concert, BTS held another compilation concert on their YouTube channel titled Bang Bang Con 21, starting at 3 p.m. KST, containing 3 of their previous in-person concerts. On April 26, BTS held a 1-hour live stream countdown featuring a melting cube of butter, marking the end of the countdown. It was revealed that they are coming back on May 21 with their second English language single, Butter, guys. So we only completed the first thing. Let me check what we just completed. We completed the sort in for para and oh my god, name and career. We just completed name and career, and we have so many to go, guys. Look at this. We just completed name. We and career. We have so many to go. My god, let's get started. Let's artist. So we are here in artist. I'm gonna make this sometimes after. Let me have some drink. So I'm done drinking water. Let's get started with the artistry. Influences. Play media. BTS member Jin Center performing Freddie Mercury chant during their first single at Wembley Stadium on June 1st, 2019. BTS have cited CO Taiji and Boys, Nas, Eminem, Kanye West, Drake, Post Malone, Charlie Puth and Danger as musical inspirations. They have also cited Queen as an influence, with Suga saying he grew up watching videos of Live Aid during their concert in Wembley Stadium in London. Jin paid tribute to Queen by leading the crowd in a version of Freddie Mercury's chant from the band's Live Aid concert. BTS are also influenced by many literally psychological artists and philosophical mediums. Their album Wings 2016 was inspired by Hermann Hesse becoming the of-age novel Dominion. Their song Blood, Sweat and Tears 2016 quotes Farid Nistigen and Thus spoke Jerasin, and its music videos features visual references to Herbert James Draper at the Lament for Rackrus, Peter Berger and Landscape with the Fall of Icarus, and Peter Berger in the Fall of the Rebel Angels. Their Spring Day 27 music video contains lyrical and visual references to Ursula Le Guin's short story The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. The Love Yourself series was primarily influenced by Eric Fromm's The Art of Loving, while their song Magic of Love from Yourself Tear was inspired by James R. Doty's memoir Into the Magic Shop. Their 2019 album Map of the Soul Persona gained its name from Marie Stein's Jung's Map of the Soul and introduction. Musical style. BTS co-write, produce of their own output since their inception. BTS have developed and maintained a style of fusion music with an emphasis of hip-hop as their musical base, largely due to the influence of RM and Suga's background as underground rappers and their main producer P-Dog. Rather than adhering to a specific genre, BTS have introduced new elements into their song and musical repertoire with each successive release, beginning with old school hip-hop onto school for Cool and Orulate to. In 2013, BTS first experimented with R&B and rock on School Love Affair and Dark and Wild. In 2014, orchestral strings and EDM in their most beautiful moment in life album series 2015-16, Mombathon, Neo Soul and Gospel on Wings 2016, and You Never Walk Alone 2017, future based Latin pop and jazz hip hop in their Love Yourself album series 2017-18, and emo rap, rap rock, afro pop, new disco, funk, trap, pop rock and pop rap in their Map of the Soul album series 2019-20. Lyrical themes. BTS album contain recurring themes that fell under the overarching theme of reflection of youth. Their school trilogy explored the troubles and anxieties of school-age youth. Their youth series tackled and subjects that the vast majority of youth experience, but few pop musicians articulate well: mental health and the desire to belong in society. Wings 2060 focused on temptation and scene. The Love Yourself series utilized a narration from the illustrate the excitement of love, the pains of the pains of farewells, and the enlightenment of self-love. Their lyrics, which often include social commentary and criticisms for South Korean society, clearly reflect those. These songs, such as No More Dream and No from their school trilogy were motivated by their experience with South Korea's emphasis on education and a call for change to the education system and society expectations. Their experiences with youth culture in South Korea inspired the songs Dope and Silver Spoon from their youth series, refreshing generational disparity and millennials giving up of romantic relationship, marriage, children, proper employment, homes, and social life in the face of economic difficulties and societal ills while facing condemnation from the media and older generation. Am I wrong from Wings 2016 question societal apathy towards the state of current events. The lyric "We all are dogs and pigs, we become dogs because we are angry" referred the South Korean Ministry of Education official Na Hyong-wook, who was a proponent of the caste system, as described the average person as dogs and pigs. The BTS performed the song on television during the 2016 South Korean political scandal that led to the impeachment of ex-president Park Geun-hye. RM and Suga's personal struggle with mental health inspired songs like "Tomorrow," "Intro," "The Most Beautiful Moment in Life," "So Far Away," "The Last," and "Forever Rain Not Today." From "You Never Walk Alone" 2060 is an anti-establishment anthem with messages advocating from minority groups, while Spring Day honored the victims of the Seoul ferry tragedy. Since their inception, BTS have believed that telling their story is the best way for the younger generation to relate to their music. Writing over 90% of their own lyrics, the group incorporates universal life experiences such as sadness and loneliness in their work and turned them into something more light and manageable. RM has stated that he tries to not sound as if they are preaching or reprimanding people in their songs, as everyone has different lives and different destinies. When asked if it is difficult to write about things like mental and Sugar responded, "We feel that people who have the platform to talk about those things really should talk more, because they said depression is something where you go to the hospital and you are diagnosed, but you can't really know until the doctor talks to you. More and more, I think artists or celebrities who have a voice should talk about these problems and bring it up to the surface." BTS have been praised for speaking honestly about topics they deem important, even in a conservative society, by Jeff Benjamin in Fuse magazine. South Korean President Moon Jae-in recognized their sincerity and inclusion of diversity as key to their success, writing each of the 7 members signed in a way that the true to himself and the life he wants to live. Their melody and lyrics transcend regional borders, languages, culture, and institutions. Culture, impact, and legacy. So we are going for culture, impact, and legacy. It's so long, bro. BTS performing at the Korea France Friendship concert in Paris on October 14, 2018. Okay, BTS have described as easily the biggest and most successful name in K-pop in the world that can do things no other can name in their genre can, with time giving them and the nickname Princess of Pop. Billboard Senior Vice President Silvio Puetroluongo said that BTS are comparable to and as influential as the Beatles and the Monkees. Nielsen Music Vice President Helena Kosinski said that although BTS were not the first to open the doors to K-pop worldwide, they were the first to become mainstream. They don't just appeal to young people but also to the 50s and 60s age demographics. At the first non-English speaking artist to make the global artist chart in 2018, BTS had the second and third best selling albums worldwide and were the second best selling artist worldwide in terms of physical, digital, and streaming platforms, becoming second only to Drake. In 2019, BTS were again named as one of the top 10 global recording artists of the year by IFPI for a second time, ranking #7. In 2020, BTS became the first non-English artist to be named IFPI's #1 global recording artist of the year. They currently remain as the only non-English speaking act to enter that list. In the United States, BTS accounted for 72.7% of the chart of the album consumption units generated by K-pop acts in 2018 out of a total of 17 acts. In South Korea, BTS accounted for 41.9% of album sales in the first half of 2019, up from their market share of 25.3% in the previous year. In November 2019, Billboard ranked BTS at number 4 on their top social artists of the 2010s list, making them the highest group on the list. BTS was also ranked 45 on Billboard top touring list of the 210s list. They are the highest ranked Asian act on the list, as well as the only non-English speaking act. BTS have been often regarded as the biggest boy band in the world. They have also appeared in various power listings, the most tweeted about celebrity in the world in 2017-18, and the group was included in Time's list of the 25th most influential people on the internet from 2017 to 2019, featured on the magazine's October 2018 International Edition called the Next Generation Leaders, and were listed as one of the Time's 100 most influential people in 2019. The group was also listed as one of the most influential artists of the decade by CNN for popularizing K-pop in the US. According to a Joy News 24 Power People of 2019 surveyed among industry professionals, BTS was chosen as number 1 with 74 votes, second being Parasite director Bong Joon-ho with 29 votes. BTS also appeared in Bloomberg Market's 50 most influential in 2018. BTS topped the list of Forbes Korea Power Celebrity in 2018-2020 and ranked 5th in 2020 and 2nd in 2019. In 2019, BTS ranked 43rd on Forbes annual list of the 100 highest paid celebrities with earning of $57 million. BTS also ranked first on the list of top-ranked global sustainable future leaders during an announcement from the UN-sponsored DG association with the United Nations headquarters, while BTS fan club Army were noted as the top-ranked sustainable global group. Other notable people includes in this list were Malala Yousafzai and Bill Gates. In California, BTS inspired a teacher to have his school be the first in the country to offer a Korean American culture and society course. Kang Sojung, exhibition manager at the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art, said that while preparing the 50th anniversary exhibition called Square, she was greatly influenced by BTS hidden track C. The group's influence has led them to address the United Nations at their 73rd General Assembly and to perform before 400 officials, including South Korea President Moon Jae-in at the 2018 Korea-France Friendship Concert in Paris, a summit meant to show the friendly relationship between France and South Korea. Moon Hee-young, Speaker of the National Assembly, said that BTS is doing most of our work, attributing their results of his overseas trip to the credit of the global group. On an overseas trip to promote sales diplomacy in September 2019, President Moon Jae-in also mentioned BTS in the announcement of his 3 major innovation strategies for its contents industry, stating that BTS has pioneered innovative business models that communicate directly with fans. In October 2019, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism selected BTS as a recipient of a letter of appreciation for showing the world the beauty of Korean traditional culture, Hangul, Hanbok, Gugak, through creative reinterpretations in their music. In December 2019, according to the annual survey conducted by Gallup Korea, BTS were the most preferred artist of 2019 for a second consecutive year. According to the 2019 South Korean National Image Survey conducted by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and its affiliate, the Korean Culture and Informative Service, among 60 countries, BTS were chosen to second with 5.5% votes, despite cultural medals traditionally being given to recipients with more than 15 years of notable achievements. BTS become the youngest ever recipients honored with the Order of Culture Merit by the President of South Korea in 2018 after 5 years after debuting. Due to their noteworthy contributions in spreading Korean culture and language, in 2020 they were again honored as the youngest ever recipients and only musician in the awards history to receive the James A. Van Fleet Award in recognition to their outstanding contribution to promotions of US-Korea relations. On March 31st, 2021, BTS and their well-mentioned Wikipedia page were spotlighted in the Wikipedia episode of the popular American radio show and broadcast the Fuji Glow Hour with Kane and Andy on WFMU. BTS has BTS has measurably revitalized the Korean economy and the global music industry, credited for the surge in the popularity of online purchases of K-pop items and the growth of the Korean wave between 2016 and 18 by the Korea Customs Services and Korea Foundation. BTS were cited as one of the main driving forces for the recovery of South Korea's music-related sectors to reveal levels seen before China's 2016 ban on domestic culture's contents over soured diplomatic relations. Young Dong-kun, vice president and chief operating officer of the Korea creative content agency, stated K-pop has skyrocketed since BTS popularity surge, creating jobs not only for BTS and their team but other K-pop idols as well. Various news outlets coined the term the BTS effect to refer to the commercial effects of BTS influence, such as when KB Kukumin Bank savings accounts increased sixfold compared to the prior year following BTS endorsement, and when stock prices of entertainment companies in South Korea shot up for 5 days after BTS topped the US Billboard 200. The effect was also observed when companies tied to BTS such as Netmark, Bada, Key-Shares, GMP, Default and Metal has their stocks rise. In October 2020, Metal's international gross sales rose 9% to $721.7 million, lifted by sales on dolls based on BTS data. Firm SM2 Networks estimated Hyundai Motor received 600 billion Korean won, $502 million in promotional results after commissioning BTS as their promotional medals in 2018. The Best of Korea Economic Statistics System stated that South Korea's BOP for music and entertainment reached $114.7 million in the first quarter of 2019, attributing this to an improved relationship between China and South Korea and the breakout global success of BTS, particularly in North America. Signed on as a tourism ambassador in 2017, the Seoul metropolitan government created BTS for the recovery of Seoul's shrinking tourism industry following the 2016 third THAAD controversy, bringing the in average of 79,000 tourists to Korea annually. In December 2020, the Hyundai Research Institute estimated that BTS were worth more than $3.67 billion to the Korean economy each year, attracting one in every 13 foreigner to visit Korea. BTS two-day fan meetings held in Seoul and Busan in June 2019 generated a total economy effect of 481 billion won, $408 million to both cities, according for 1.6% of Busan's 2018 GDP and 0.9% of Seoul's 2018 GDP. Their third-day concert finale in Seoul for their Love Yourself World Tour in October 2019 was estimated to have an economic value for almost 1 trillion won, $862 million, and brought in 187,000 foreign visitors to South Korea. As of June 2019, BTS economic effect on South Korea is estimated to be over 5.5 trillion won, $5.65 billion per year, about 0.3% of South Korea's GDP. This is comparable to Korean Air, the flagship airline of South Korea, whose present contribution to South Korea's GDP is 0.7%. The 2019 annual ticket sales data released by the Korean online ticketing site Interpark revealed that BTS World Tour Love Yourself SPQSI content at the Seoul Olympic Stadium ranked number 1 with BTS topping the ticket sales for the second consecutive year on Interpark. Outside of South Korea, BTS concert at Wembley Stadium were estimated to have brought over 100 billion won, $82 million as a direct economic effect to the city of London. After BTS went to Malta for their show Bon Voyage 3, the Malta Tourism Authority reported a 237% increase of Korean tourists visiting the country, crediting BTS as the reason for the increase along with Ariana Grande and Drake. BTS were credited as a key act boosting global music sales to $19 billion in 2018. Such profit had not been seen since 2006 after digital purchases gained momentum in 2020. A joint report by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and Korea Culture and Tourism Institute estimated an economic effort of 1.7 trillion won, 1.43 billion dollar to be created by BTS entry at number 1 in the Billboard Hot 100 chart with Dynamite. BTS were again credited along with The Weeknd in boosting global music industry revenues to 20.6 billion dollar in 2020, which was the highest figure since 2002. BTS work has influenced numerous artists including G Idle, D Crunch, Hyunho, The Boys, Yoonmin and Hwal, SF9's Juho, Unakim, Golden Child's Jaehyun, Wanna One, Into It, Park Ji-hoon, Kim Dong-han, 7 O'Clock, Hyung Seop X, Yoiwong, Noir, Victon Sejun and Baekhyun and Luna. After BTS released their single Idol, the National Gugak Center had to expand the amount of Korean instrument sounds available due to increased demand for Korean and foreign producers alike. K-pop idols groups also began changing the themes of their lyrics from love stories to words such as "looking for myself" following BTS "Love Yourself" era and RM's speech to the United Nations. So, next thing is awards and achievement. We just completed the cultural impacts and legacy. So let's deep dive into the awards and more have everything, bro. So let's get into the awards. BTS has received many awards and honors including 33 Eminent Asian Music Award, 29 Million Music Award, 24 Golden Disc Award, 20 Seoul Music Award, 6 Korean Music Award, 19 Gaon Chart Music Awards, 5 Billboard Music Awards, 6 American Music Awards, 6 MTV Video Music Awards, having sold over 20.3 million albums at the Gaon Music Chart. BTS are the best-selling artists in South Korean history, surpassing Seung-Hun's record of 17 million albums in South Korea. BTS hold 5 multi-million albums of 4 platinum streaming singles as the first Korean group to receive an RIAA certification. BTS has 1 double platinum single, the platinum album, 3 platinum single, 2 gold singles, and 1 gold album in the United States. In Japan, BTS is the first male foreign actor to receive a million certification for a single. They also have 2 multi-platinum singles, 2 multi-platinum albums, 2 platinum albums, and 4 gold albums. BTS are also the 4th Korean group to receive certifications in the United Kingdom with 2 silver single certifications for Boy With Love and Mic Drop, 1 gold single certification for Dynamite, 5 silver album certification for Love Yourself, Tear, Love Yourself, or Face Yourself, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever, and You Never Walk Alone, 3 golden album certifications for Love Yourself, Answer, Map of the Soul, Persona, and Map of the Soul. 7. This is huge. BTS have a large social influence and as of 2021 have attained 18 Guinness World Records, including the world record for most Twitter engagement to date. They have spent 210 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Social 50 chart. In October 2020, BTS was awarded a 5th class Wangwon Order of Cultural Merit for the President of South Korea for their contributions in speaking Korean culture and language. In 2019, members of BTS were invited to become members of the Recording Academy in honor of their contributions to music and as part of push to help diversify Grammy Award voters. On November 7, 2019, BTS became the first K-pop actor to remain on the Billboard 200 for a whole year. As of February 2021, Love Yourself, Answer has remained on the Billboard's main albums chart for 98 consecutive weeks, making it the first and currently only K-pop album to do so. BTS hold the record for the most weeks, 6 non-consecutive at the number 1 on the Billboard's Artist 100 chart among all duos and groups, while its 2020 single Dynamites hold the record for most weeks, 18 non-consecutive at the number 1 digital song chart. In December 2020, Time magazine named BTS their 2020 Entertainer of the Year. It's done. Next is other ventures. So it's too much, bro. BTS universe. Okay. Philanthropy and before endorsements. BTS have maintained numerous global endorsement deals in various industries throughout their career. Partnered with Puma since 2015, BTS initially promoted its sportswear as Puma Korea's brand ambassador before expanding to become global ambassadors in 2018 and promoting the remix of Puma's touring and sports style live line worldwide. In 2019, BTS signed with Fila to endorse its sportswear. BTS have also served as global ambassador of LG Electronics 2080, LG G7 Thin Q telephone, and for Hyundai Motors 2020 flagship SUV, and the Palisade and hydrogen fuel cell electric SUV, the Nexo. Due to BTS endorsement, Hyundai received almost double the anticipated domestic order volume for the Palisade. BTS become global ambassador of the electric street racing series Formula E to promote how electric vehicles can help combat climate change. In 2020, BTS partnered with Samsung Electronics, releasing a limited BTS themed version of the Galaxy S20 Plus and Galaxy Buds Plus as the first male pop group ever to collaborate with Dior. BTS sported ensembles from Kim Jones and pre-fall 2019 collection at the concert at Stade de France as the April 2021. BTS have been chosen as Louis Vuitton brand ambassadors right now, guys. A few months ago. Fans shopping for BT21 goods at the Line Friends store in Mapugu, Seoul. Look at this. In the entertainment sector, BTS has published the webtoons Hip Hop Monster and We On through the Net webtoon portal, and Xiaomi in collaboration with Lico and Line Webtoon. In the toy industry, Mattel created dolls modeled of BTS outfit from the music video Idol. Medicom toy created the Beer Brick boy block like a toy featuring like BTS logo, and Essence modeled after BTS stage clothes, and Funko released BTS versions of Funko Pops. BTS also partnered with popular Korean communication app Line to create a Line characters called BT21. The collaboration initially produced emojis and electronic stickers but later expanded to include fashion apparel, footwear, accessories and other merchandise. Line flagship stores opened throughout Seoul before spreading across the global market into Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong and United States. In the gaming industry, Nixon released character avatars based on BTS for the RPG game Elsword, and BTS worked with Dalcom Soft to release the rhythm game Superstar BTS in January 2080, as well as with Netmarble Games for the story-based mobile simulation game BTS World, released in June 2019. In December 2020, BTS collaborated with Maple Story to design their own special in-game items based on their favorite Maple Story childhood memories. BTS have also collaborated with KCT5 to global launch a new tech accessory collection, and ceramics company Kwangjuo to release a BTS themed line of ceramics. In the food industry, BTS will be collaborating with McDonald's to launch their own meal, which will be available in 50 countries. So guys, BTS will launch in some countries and launching in some countries in a few weeks. Okay, in Asia, BTS have worked as brand spokespersons for KB Kukmin Bank, one of the 4 largest banks in South Korea. Their collaboration generated the opening of over 180,000 accounts, and BTS extended their contract with KB Kukmin Bank through 2019. Coca-Cola Korea signed BTS on as their new campaign models for promoting during the 2018 World Cup in Russia. In the tourism sector, BTS have worked as brand models for Lotte Duty Free Shop since 2017 and as honorary tourism ambassador for Seoul as part of the I'll Seoul You program. In the beauty and apparel industry, BTS have maintained a relationship with uniform brand Smart since 2016, having renewed their contract with them through 2019. BTS have also promoted the face mask brand Mediheal, the cosmetics brand VT Cosmetics, the contact lens brand play up vitamin supplement brand Lemona, Indonesian e-commerce company Tokopedia, message share brand Boyfriend, and a Philippine telecommunications company Smart Communications. In April 2021, BTS were selected as models of Lotte Chilsung's Cloud Draft beer. Philanthropy. In 2015, BTS donated 7 tons, 7,187 kg of rice to charity at the K Star Road opening ceremony held in Apgujeong. The following year, they participated in Let's Share the Heart collaboration charity campaign with Never to raise donations for Lisa, a Korean medical charity which promotes organ and blood donation. Love Myself logo for BTS Love Myself anti-violence campaign. In January 2017, BTS and Big Hit Entertainment donated 100 million won, $87,915 to the 4/16 Seoul families for truth and a safer society, an organization connected to the families of the 214 sinking of MV Seoul. Each member donated 10 million won and Big Hit donated an additional 30 million won. The donation was intended to have been made in secret. Later that year, BTS officially launched their Love Myself campaign, an initiative dedicated to funding several social programs to prevent violence against children and teens and to provide support for victims of violence. In partnership with the Korean Committee for UNICEF, BTS donated $500 million, 500 million won, $448,000 from the members, and 100% of all sales of official goods for the Love Myself campaign over the next 2 years. In addition to donations collected from donation desk installed by UNICEF, in addition 3% of the sales from each album in the Love Yourself series, Love Yourself Harf, Love Yourself Tear, Love Yourself Answer were donated to the cause. Within 2 months of its launch, the campaign raised an additional 106 million won, taking the worldwide funds total to 606 million won. In November 2018, UNICEF Korea announced that the Love Myself campaign had raised over 1.6 billion won, $1.5 million. By June 2019, it had surpassed 2.4 billion won. As of March 2021, the campaign has raised 3.3 billion won, $2.98 million globally. In April 2018, BTS participated in Stevie Wonder's Dream Still Lives tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. alongside other celebrities. That June, the group donated to the ALS Hospital Building Fund. In September, BTS attended the United Nations 73rd General Assembly for the launch of the Youth Initiative Youth 2030. The UN Youth Strategy and its corresponding UNICEF campaign Generation Unlimited. Of behalf of the group, BTS leader RM delivered a 6-minute speech in English about self-acceptance as well as their Love Myself campaign. According to UNICEF, the goal of the initiative is to provide quality education and training for young people. BTS were selected to attend due to their impact on youth culture through their music and social messages. Previous philanthropic endeavors and popularity among the 50 to 25-year-old demographic. Starbucks Korea partnered with BTS in January 2020 for their Be the Brightest Stars campaign that included limited edition beverages, food and merchandise exclusive to South Korea. A portion of the profits from the campaign went towards career and educational development programs for disadvantaged youth as part of the Beautiful Foundation's Opportunity Youth Independence Project. Later that month, BTS participated in the Grammy Week Music Year's charity auction event hosted by Julian's Auctions. The group autographed and submitted a set of 7 microphones, the first ever authorized item from them to be brought to auction, used between 2017 and 2019 during their Love Yourself World Tour, initially estimated to raise between $10,000 to $20,000. The lot sold for $83,200, more than 8 times its starting prize and the highest of the event. All proceeds were donated to Music Cares, a non-profit organization that focuses on human service issues directly impacting the health and welfare of the music community. In June, BTS and Big Hit donated $1 million to Black Lives Matter, one of the largest celebrity checks towards the movement. In the week of George Floyd's murder, the group's fans matched the donation within 24 hours. The group later also donated $1 million to Live Nation's Crew Nation campaign to support live music personnel during the COVID-19 pandemic. With the contribution of the pandemic into 2021, BTS participated in another Music Cares fund raising auction held on January 29. The group donated a collection of outfits, their first time putting costumes up for sale from their Dynamite music video that were projected to raise between $20,000 to $40,000. The ensemble's auction for $162,500, over 8 times original estimates, and were the top selling item of the event. In March 2021, BTS renewed their support for the Love Myself campaign for 2 more years and pledged an additional $500,000 per year to UNICEF Korea. The group also became sponsors of UNICEF's global End Violence campaign and will donate a further $1 million by 2022. That same month, BTS donated 7 outfits for their Live Goes On music video to the Grammy Week charity auction hosted by Charity Buzz. Valued at $30,000, bidding took place from March 8, 2023. All proceeds went towards the non-profit Grammy Museum Foundation music education initiatives. BTS Universe. Logo for BTS Universe. The BTS Universe, also known as Bangtan Universe or BU, is an alternate universe created by Big Hit Entertainment that winds through the group's output. The webtoon Save Me closely follows the storyline along with their book HYYH. The notes 1. The chronology of the universe begin with the song I Need You and spans of the present time. If you want to know what is HYYH, I explained it in only 6 minutes in my previous video. You can go and watch. The chronology of the universe begin with the song I Need You and spans to the present time. It tells the story of the 7 members in an it tells the story of the 7 members in an alternate reality and depicts their anxieties and uncertainties as they confront their futures. In a corporate briefing held on February 4, 2020, Big Hit also announced the upcoming release of its sequel HYH. The notes to the released the recreation of 5 BTS songs into 5 picture books and the upcoming drama Youth to be produced in collaborating with Korokbium Media, the renowned screenwriter Kim Sojin speaking at Billboard. Michael Cho, an assignment professor of East Asian popular cultures at the University of Toronto, said, as an audiovisual experience, I Need You inaugurated the Bangtan Universe, the coming of age storyline that brilliantly integrates the most beautiful moment in life album trilogy and continues the music videos, concept clip, mini films, and the multi-forms. Open-ended narrative that the beams serialized in album liner notes and Twitter and Instagram posts. Marijo Ramos from the Inquirer said that the universe no other artist have successfully mixed the same literary techniques to publish music in such a scale. They use the alternate universe and literary books such as Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas and a framing device for their album. Mixing the two has created an interactive environment for their fans who make themselves when new material or hints are released. So guys, we completed the other ventures and now members, discography, tours, filmography, reference and external link. Let's get into members. So members list is here. Jin vocalist, Suga rapper, J-Hope rapper, RM leader and rapper, Jimin vocalist, V vocalist, Jungkook vocalist. You can see this. Wait a minute, dude. Okay, so this is all, and now we're going to discography. Oh, it's short. Korean language studio album Dark and Wild 2014, Wings 2016, Love Yourself Tear 2018, Map the Soul 7 2020, B 2020. Japanese language studio sing albums Wake Up 2014, You 2016, Face Yourself 2018, Map of the Soul 7, The Journey 2020. It's done. Tours: the Red Bullet Tour 2014-2015, Wake Up, Open Your Eyes, Japan Tour 2015, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life on Stage Tour 2015-2016, The Wings Tour 2017, Love Yourself, World Tour 2018-2019, Map of the Soul Tour, sorry guys, so Map of the Soul Tour to be announced, TBA is written here. If you can see, TBA written here is to be announced, because of the COVID-19 pandemic is tour be delayed. Okay, so now we done the tour. Check out the filmography, guys. Exhibitions. So 2015 Butterfly Dream BTS Open Media Exhibition Korea, and 2018 and 2019 BTS Exhibition 24/7 Serendipity 5 Always Korea, China and United States. Film 2018 Burn the Stage the movie, role BTS, they roll themselves. 2019 Love Yourself in Seoul, Bring the Soul the movie, and 2020 Break the Silence BTS, always the BTS, Burn the Stage BTS, Bring the Soul BTS, Break the Silence BTS the movie. Okay, so television, so BTS come in various television shows, like check out 2013 Rookie King Channel Bangtan, SBS MTV BTS based reality show 8 episodes. 2014 BTS China Job Yin Yuitai Network BTS based reality show 3 episodes. American Hustle Lives Mnet Network BTS based reality show 8 episodes. BTS Go Mnet America BTS based reality show episode 7. Then 2018 and 2019 Run BTS, and 2020 also Run BTS Mnet JTBC2 and Mnet 8 episodes. 2018 8 episodes, 2019 8 episodes. Okay, 2020 In the Soup BTS version, JTBC Network BTS based reality show 8 episodes. 2020 Let's BTS KBS2 TV 100-minute BTS based talk show special. Online shows, so online shows now here. 2015 BTS Bok Bull Bok V Live 5 episodes. 2015-27 BTS Gayo V Live 15 episodes. 2015 to now present, you can comment it down if the thing is in your mind right now. Run BTS 3 seasons and it's running. Okay, 2016 presents BTS Born Voyage V Live and Viewers 4 seasons of 8 episodes each. 2018 Burn the Stage YouTube Premium documentary on BTS Wings Tour 8 episodes. 2019 Bring the Soul docu-series Viewers documentary on BTS Love Yourself Tour 6 episodes. 2020 Learn Korean with BTS. The 2020 all 3 come on Viewers. Learn Korean with BTS 30 episodes. Break the Silence docu-series documentary on BTS Love Yourself Tour and Speak Yourself Tour 7 episodes. In the Soup BTS version BTS based reality show 8 episodes. So that's all, guys, and we done completing the filmography. Now we have reference, so you can see reference. We have focus bro, focus. We have more references when we go down. So we are here, and the external link we only have media related to BTS as Wikimedia Commons and official website links. So if you want to go in the official website, check out this. So this is the BTS official website. Now Butter is trending, and you can see also B Dynamite here, 7 Map of the Soul, Love Yourself, Map of the Soul, Persona. It's done. Okay, it's so that's all, guys. And the other, we try to do every member Wikipedia. So that's it for all, guys. If you enjoyed, I thought that some of you, very few people that watches to the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, say and subscribe. Yeah, I'm looking good. Now I have to go open my fan. So, see you soon, army.